Back during the summer marathon in June, I played a little game called Sonic Roboblast 2. If you've never heard of this game, this is a Sonic fan game that's been around for a while. It was a super extensive mod of Doom that looks nothing at all like Doom whatsoever. It really does speak to the malleability of the Doom engine, that this, on some level, is Doom. This is a giant 3D Sonic platformer with these massive sprawling levels that plays very much like a 2D Sonic game except translated into 3D. At least that's how it was to me. I am not great at this game, and I accidentally confessed to being a fake Sonic fan because I didn't even know who Fang was, but I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. I liked the art style and the massive scope of the levels, even if it did get a little confusing at times. It was one of a number of games that was recommended to me alongside another game, Sonic Roboblast 2 Kart, a kart racing spin-off of the same game. In the interest of variety, I didn't want to do it at the time because I had just got done reviewing the original game. But I haven't spoken about anything Sonic related in this marathon, so I figured now is a good time to circle back to it. Besides, it's got karts, and you know how much I love those. Whenever I play a game like this, I'm always very impressed by just how well they work and how legitimately polished they are. If I knew nothing about this game at all and you told me, oh yeah, it's a Sonic kart racing game made on a modified Doom engine, I would think, there is no way that would actually work well. And I actually play the game and it works beautifully, and I'm like, okay. I kinda feel bad for underestimating these games nowadays because I've seen what they can do and it is very impressive. The first thing I noticed about Sonic Roboblast Kart 2 or 2 Kart or whichever it is that it feels remarkably good to play. This is a super speedy, drift-heavy, ridiculously tight and addicting racing experience. I can't put my finger on it, but it just feels correct. I couldn't put this game down. I blew through all the levels in one big sitting without stopping. So, definitely better than Sonic R. Everything just feels natural. I never felt like I was playing some kind of janky fan game. At first it was a little tricky to get the hang of, but after about 3 levels I was totally hooked. I went through every single level that was available to me and even went back and started trying to beat my best time, which is something that I rarely bother with other games. And it's saying a lot because there are a lot of levels in this game, way more than I expected. I love every single one of these levels, except for this one that made me want to eat a Chaos Emerald. There are so many intertwining pathways and secret areas and potential shortcuts to go through. One thing I love about the time trial mode is that you can actually get speed items. In a game like Mario Kart, the time trial gives you like 3 mushrooms and that's all you get. But in this one, you can get one whenever you get an item box. I love this because it's kinda like testing the human limit, just seeing what a good player can achieve when you give them a bunch of boosts. I think one of my favorite levels is Super Circuit Rainbow Road because if you boost over the ramps, you can skip entire sections of the map, and I can only imagine the speedruns are insane looking. You can actually kinda do the same thing back in the original Super Circuit, but whenever I tried, it didn't go very well. But it's a good demonstration of the variety of courses on display. I'm pretty sure there's even a Persona level somewhere in there. But the focus, of course, is on the Sonic levels, and if you are a Sonic fan, ideally a real one who knows who Fang is, you will appreciate it a lot. Racing games by their nature tend to heavily facilitate replayability because a huge part of these games is labbing out the same levels over and over again until you know them well enough to turbo drift around them at Sonic speed. Kinda like that blue guy, whatever his name is. I wouldn't know because I always played as Eggman. In this game, you can win medals for getting good times in the time trial mode, and these medals can unlock some pretty nice goodies for you, which encourages you to get really good at the racetracks. There are 2 medals per stage, generally, a silver medal for getting a good time and a gold medal for getting a kick-ass time. Visually, I was already a fan of Roboblast 2's look, so I appreciated that this game looks pretty much the same. I really like how animated the levels are. It's not just a static polygon mesh, there are a ton of background details and unnecessary flourishes to keep things fresh throughout every level. Like this cafe with all the chows hopping up and down like they drank way too much coffee. Who gave these guys coffee? My only beef with this mod is that, at least as far as I know, there is no single player Grand Prix mode. The only single player mode is the time attack, which I can't complain too much about. I love driving around these levels on my own and finding all the secret pathways and whatnot. I'd play online, but I don't really trust my internet not to screw me over. And I'd call in the Admiral again, like for Mario Kart, but he's still busy with Fire Emblem 3 Houses. He's been playing that game for 4 straight years and he's still not finished. That game is too long. Sonic Roboblast 2 Kart is a hell of a time, and even though I played it on my own, I already know it's even better with other people. Like, if I had this much fun with it in time trial mode, playing it with other people throwing items and shit is gonna be insane. So I would easily recommend this to you. And don't forget to drop by for tomorrow's video. I mean, I wouldn't get up at the crack of dawn for it because it'll drop in the afternoon, but whatever. Merry Christmas, everyone!